Well, hey, and welcome back. Today's day 10. It's turn-in day for our prints. Here we go. So if you haven't already, you're going to want to add at least 3 photos to your art journal. So go to entry 3, our printmaking one, and the first image that you're going to want to have is all of your prints together. Ideally on a neutral background, so maybe it's like hardwood floors or on a white carpet, or so for mine right here, I had a black tablecloth and I just put that down and then underneath it, but just something kind of nice and neutral that's not going to be distracting, right? Like I don't want you putting this on like a pile of laundry that needs to be folded with all these different colors and things going on. No, neutral background so I can see your beautiful artwork. That's what we want. Anyway, we're going to photograph those. Now we're looking for a minimum of 9, which I know we talked about this last time. Let me just switch my screens really quickly here for you. So this one, okay? So we're looking for 9. And I showed you in last class that my first picture I had in there only had 5. If you only have, 5 or however many you have, you can still turn it in. It's just that you're not going to get full points, So this portion is worth up to 20 points. If you've got about half, that means you could get about 10 of those 20 points for this section. Obviously 5 is a little more than half, so you get a little bit more than that, but yeah. Otherwise, if you're like, oh, I'm not done yet, well, maybe we work on that a little bit more then before we turn this in. But ideally, you would want to have those 9 images nice and clear in there. Then, I said 3 images though, right? That's only 1. So what are the other 2? You're going to pick out 2 of your favorites, and you're going to do a nice close-up of those. So giving it like its own stage to shine on. So I picked those 2 bees for my close-ups. And so you're just kind of cropping the photo so that, well, first off, take the photo of only that one so it's nice and close and I can see all the little details and stuff like that. And then crop it so it's nice and tight on there as well. And make it big enough in here so I can see it. You wouldn't want it to look like, well, you might. I don't want it to look like this because now these old eyes can't see that. Are you kidding me? Even if we make it full screen. That is tiny. I can't see it. So nice and big so I can see all those beautiful details. Please and thank you. All right. Another thing then is going to be adding up our time. I already did add it up, but you'd want to take the time to actually add it up. It doesn't matter to me if it's in minutes or in hours. I understand both, so both work. But please make sure, I still have a lot of students not actually adding it up, and you do lose a point if you don't add it up. So you'd put in either the 10 hours, or if you're adding it up, 600 minutes, or whatever yours ends up being. Once again, minutes or hours, doesn't matter to me. This up here is worth up to 10 points. Your 3 photos is worth up to 20 points. So here's 30 of the 40 points so far. Our last 10 points comes down below by answering the questions. So first question is, what did you find interesting or frustrating about the printing process? I can tell you just from in class, in comments that were made, I know that there were things that both made you go like, that's interesting, or, Mrs. Stinson, this is frustrating me. Printing is a little different. It's different than a lot of our other art forms, which is part of the reason why I want you to experience it in our art class. So just tell me about that. What did you think was interesting or frustrating about it? And then, of course, our final answer always is, what was your favorite part of the project, or what do you think could be improved? How do you feel you grew as a student and an artist? If you need to make either of these bigger, feel free to do so. You can always make it, bigger than it is. It can go off screen. That's okay. But yeah, answer those. Once you're ready then, go to your your share. Or no, wait, sorry. That's the old way. Let's go back in here. We're going to go into Buzz, get logged in, come on into your class with me. It's also in your to-do list, so you could also just go there, but I'm not a student, so I don't have a to-do list. Anyway, I'm going to come into where it says turn it in and click on that. And then, once again, I'm a teacher, not a student. So for you, this will not be grayed out. For me, it is. So I can't click on the Google slide, or Google file, I should say. But you will, and if you've had your art journal open recently, it should be kind of at the top. Otherwise, you can just type in art journal, find it, upload it, and hit submit my work. So, once you've got the art journal like filled out, the submission part, super easy. Whew. All right, we're going to be starting our fourth project next. So I don't know how this is happening. Like, how are we literally almost halfway through our semester together? I don't know. I guess time flies when we're having fun, and I am having a blast with you guys. I hope you are as well, and I'll see you for the start of Project 4 next class.